He doesn't care. He won out last time. Well, I agree. But still, the Shy is looking to dominate that lane, and Rookie changing up with the Orianna means we can see something else top. We can see, instead of the Nico, we see the Orianna make that traverse through the jungle up towards the top side. And hello, Mr. Shopkeeper, as we enter game number 2. BLG won game 1. And that was already a surprise in itself. But if BLG play like that yet again, IG are going to get shut out. As we step onto the Rift here for game number 2.
Yep, and again, this game is a bit different. The elements in both comps are changed, or we don't have Fofo on the late game Azir, and we don't have the peel coming in from the Trundle. So the late game front-to-front team fight from BLG is weaker. And on the side of IG, you will always have this win condition that, hey, there will be this element to a 3 or 4-man Shockwave in the late game.
Shockwave that has become world famous, even though Orianna's been in the game for much longer than that. A big Shockwave here would shut a BLG. All right, so now that we're in this game, I'm looking across the board. I'm going to ignore Mr. Colonel for now, if I could speak properly. Notice that Puff has gone for the exhaust here on the 80 carry. Seeing less and less heal tonight. Cleanse on the side of Jin Zhao this game around. Well, I believe he picked it up last game as well. Came in handy, especially against this same bottom lane.
Yeah, going to be really useful against Elise, Varus, and Leona, so I like that pickup, and we might see some action right away.
We saw First Blood traded away by IG and BLG. Shinmo is going to walk in willingly here. It's Aftershock versus Aftershock, and Jin Zhao once again winning with the trade.
Yeah, trade coming out pretty even on both sides. Both supports taking, looks like about 150, 200 damage, so you're going to feel fine with that. Looking at Meteor, he is actually pathing towards the top side, just doing his blue buff, making his way top, and this time Kingen with the fleet footwork.
What did we see in game 1? Do you remember?
I do not.
It wasn't.
Was it Conqueror? I mean, that would be the only rune that makes sense. It's Mordekaiser.
Yeah. So this time around, he's like, you know what? I suffered a little bit in this lane. Give me a bit of fleet footwork. Let's see how we go then. But you're talking about junglers pathing. I'm looking towards the top side. I can see Meteor in the jungle up there, actually. Once again, set up in position. And meanwhile, Leyen is clearing towards his bottom side. But will be spotted if he goes in towards River with a Pixel Brush ward placed by BLG.
Yep, and BLG's bot lane going to be forced in. So feeling like they're in a fine position. And of course, LeBlanc is going to get pushed in early by the Orianna. LeBlanc having a really hard time wave clearing in general. So when you're put up against something like an Orianna who can just spam her QW, she should expect to be under tower pretty much all early game.
Also remember as well, the command protect shield at the moment pretty much outweighs the damage that comes through from one distortion from Fofo. A Meteor crossing across now to the bottom lane. This is important to note because you can see Leyen peeking into the bottom side jungle. Will actually get spotted out here by the Elise.
Yeah, and I actually like this clear coming out from Meteor, doing blue buff into top side down. Gonna be here around the bot side, making sure that Leyen can't get anything done in the bot lane. Now gonna head up, maybe look to punish the Shy or get that top Scuttle Crab.
You know what I'm concerned about?
What?
Kingen has CS. The Shy's only 5 ahead. Last game, it was like 14-4.
Yeah, last game it was you know, I don't want to think about last game.
No. Well,
it's about the future, Hysterics.
The future?
We look forward.
Future of IG, what's that?
We live in the present and look towards the future.
I'm looking towards this first gank, and I see nothing coming out. The ball is empty because there's a ward there. And also, Leyen is shadowing.
Yeah, well, actually, I feel like Leyen wants to be the aggressor here.
Meteor is shadowing.
Yeah. So, seeing if they could maybe burst out a member of BLG. He's actually waiting so patiently.
He's doing the knee.
So he's shadowing, actually. I mean, if he's not walking forward aggressively, oh, no, yes, he is. So, I mean, he's an Elise. He can dive, has
Who is the shadow?
I mean, we definitely know Meteor wasn't looking for him.
But now he's shadowing. Leyen is one level up
here,
looking for the dive of the top lane. Cocoon flashed away from Nice from Kingen, but this time around, the dive can't be Death Scratched away, but a teleport. Teleport's coming in, Fofo behind them, Meteor in front of them, and it's all party now. On top of Leyen, he doesn't have a repel this time. Undertow secured, and the Shy stuck in the middle with you. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. Looking for Fofo, and with Kingen coming back up as well, Meteor is a big Viking now.
I still love that on the end of that, the Shy was able to pick up that one CS, so all is not lost.
Well, I will say Apathetic's coming in here to say IG I can't do this without swearing. IG have made a mistake in the top side. And Meteor there again with another good shadow to punish him as Deathgrass coming in means the trade from Kingen turns out okay.
I also like how this time around it seems like Kingen doesn't feel as pressured to pick up the Bramble Vest since he does have that Ruby Crystal, maybe is going to head towards an early Sunfire Cape. Not Sunfire Cape, what am I saying?
Bramble Vest?
Yeah.
Okay, but good flash from Kingen until damage came through. The Shy got first blood this time around.
You know, we've had a long day today, but...
Haven't we?
So, Kingen goes down, they land the chains onto Lil Yen. Get the pick. The Shy now left in an awkward position. Now watch the Shy. Gonna pick up these minions, doing his due diligence.
Yeah, as a Lucian top. Why did you say we had a long day? You just kind of...
Because I don't know why I said that Mordekaiser would pick up a Sunfire Cape.
Oh, okay. I honestly... Well, look. Yeah, no, actually, I agree with that. But
yeah, it's stupid.
Okay. Well, it's not really. I'm not going to call you stupid. You know, hey, you join the LPL. You might be nervous. There's a big stage. IG and BLG.
I'm just in awe of watching the Shy.
So you're going to say you're in hysterics. I was waiting for that. Wouldn't that have been nice, eh? We haven't casted together for so long. But then again, that's kind of weird if you said that, I will admit. But hey, return to the game before I dig us a deeper hole.
Okay.
At this point, first blood does go to the Shy, and even though he gets traded against, even though Meteor now has 2 kills on Olaf, I will say that the kill going over to this top lane Lucian could really net some benefit with Lo Yen looking for round 2.
I was going to say, IG's win condition in the early game is exactly the same. We're going to see Lo Yen continuously make his way towards top and look for these dives. Once the Herald is spawned, we can just expect to see him start that.
You saw LEC last night introduce the moats. As I said on my Twitter, we had this for years, baby. We've been spamming them, throwing them out. We've been throwing... I don't know if we have the Durudunga penguin here from TFT, but Rookie now coming up to the top side. He's got 6. Kingen has Death Realm. He brings him in. Shockwave inside the Death Realm as Rookie looks to 1v1. At this point, Kingen will survive, getting back towards his turret, but it's about what he comes out as no, because Cocoon misses. He's not dead until
he's dead.
That last Q comes through, but almost traded from Meteor with an undertow.
I thought he was going to get away after he dodged that Cocoon, so still, like, very slippery play coming out from Kingen, but does net Fofo a turret plate in the mid lane.
And gives Rookie a kill, though. So while Fofo gets the turret plate, the gold is in favor of Rookie here. He picks up the kill because of it. The Shy gets turret plating as well at the end of that play, too. And Bully Kingen, once again, he's not playing this series, not at least until 15 minutes. Or maybe 20.
And this time around, again, very similar style coming out from both teams, at least in terms of how they want to play the early game. The difference is BLG do have a lot more pressure since they have the Olaf and LeBlanc, so they can look to contest these 2v2s and 3v3s. Last game we didn't, right? We just saw Meteor kind of hover around.
Yep.
This time we're seeing Olaf and LeBlanc play aggressive if they can get there in time. But the next thing we should keep our eye on is Lil Yen going for that Rift Herald. He's going to have push in top. He's going to have push in mid. He should feel fine taking that objective.
Even on the ward there as well, should be fine starting that one up. Mountain Dragon to start off, though, meanwhile, while we see Meteor pathing towards the bottom side. I want to note that we have a 2-0 Olaf with Conqueror, but he didn't opt for Warriors. Meteor's gone safe yet again here, and has gone for the Cinderhulk build instead.
Yep, just going for the Cinder Hulk and...
Kind of transitioned back, haven't we? Because remember it last year when...
Last year was all Warriors.
All Warriors, right? And across LEC, LCK, even LCS, junglers were doing Cinderhulk because it was what essentially everyone else was doing. Bar the LPL, who were super aggressive, and I guess that kind of dictates the pace of our region.
Still slower game this time around. We're not seeing... I feel like last game we would have seen Lil Yen even just ignore his red buff and just walk back straight up top lane. We still see the CS advantage coming out from the Shy, which is nice.
And in the bottom lane as well by 10. Very different lane this time around for Puff and Southland. That's what happens when you don't get first blooded.
Yeah, happens when you don't die at level 1.
That's true. We're at the same kind of kills at 5 minutes last time around. That's why you said slow. Depth charge though going to be coming in on top of Puff. Jin Zhao into the back again. But IG get the explosion as a return. Southwind's still going to die. Over to Meteor. He's picked up 4 kills now. And IG are in struggle streak.
And once again, Jin Zhao making the play that I don't feel like anyone expected him to play, jumping in so aggressively, having the burst with Meteor to take down Puff. And when you look at these compositions, you wouldn't expect BLG, especially on the bot side, to come out ahead in these types of fights.
Really wouldn't, would you? Fofo looking for the engage here in mid, but that's just a push Rookie off. Puff exhausting him as well means that Jin Zhao couldn't explode on the rest of the members. It felt like it was a very real threat. But Leyen, meanwhile, what time is it?
Time for Shinmo to go top.
But he flashes forward on top of the Shy. He won't get the Death's Grasp, as the Shy's still in the Death realm. Shinmo here, but Leyen going to try and block him for now. As a good shadow from Shinmo this time around.
Yeah, very surprising actually this time around to see both supports come up top.
Both level 6, but Depth Charge was used before. Solar Flare a little earlier on. Both are not up and available though.
Want to see if IG just commit to this Rift Herald, but they don't. Just putting down some vision, and both the Shy and Rookie going for their resets. The Shy might have Blade of the Rune. Yep, has Blade of the Rune King right now.
Do you reckon Kingan's ever going to have his flash like this game? Because that's, I think, the second or third time we've seen it to do a cool dodge. And at least this time he will survive though, right? He's got the Kindle Gem in the inventory now. It looks like he's not going to be paying the respect towards the Bramble Vest. As you were mentioning before, it looks like maybe the Proto Belt start
Yep,
here.
just going to go straight towards that Proto Belt instead.
Okay. Hello, Olaf. That did absolutely no damage.
Still does pick up the Ninja Tabbies though, so good that he respects the Shy slightly.
Slightly. Well, also respects Puff as well.
This was the play that we've been waiting for. They have pressure in mid in the 1v1, have pressure in top. It was just a matter of time.
Puff and Southwind are not rotating up for this one though.
They don't need to.
Yeah.
If BLG's bot lane stays in bot, you know you have pressure in the top 3v3, so...
Wait. That's IG LeBlanc against Rookie.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it is. I just realized Bobo's playing his skin against him. That's some good BM, I guess. That's the best of BM.
How could you miss that hysterics?
I don't know. 12 minutes in, man. We've only been looking at mid a couple of times. I apologize, all right?
Still, BLG able to get something this time around. Last time, IG were able to get both Heralds pretty much for free.
Solar Flare going to come down. Chains Corruption as well. But what happens? Because, why?
I don't, like, you could see that Lo Yen was heading down. So it looks like they thought maybe they could buy
He's
time.
about 2 kilometers away,
I
though.
was going to say, nowhere close. The Shy is going to pick up this turret on the opposite end of the map, though.
Sometimes these games are ridiculous. Like
all of the time, IG games are ridiculous, and that's why we love IG games.
We do. Again, I'll be impressed by BLG here. I said it in game 1. I want to let the audience know that BLG have been pretty bad at the start of this split. And I'm talking week 2, week 3, week 4. We've seen this resurgence of BLG coming together as a potential top-tier team, but is it too late? I don't know. A conversation for a different day as Herald gets put down the bottom side. The Shy already got top lane turret as first turret blood. If we're talking about early game gold leads, though, despite everything BLG have done, firmly in the grasp of IG.
Yeah, great use of this by IG, forcing that bot lane turret pretty much almost gone now, and we've seen the lack of impact that Fofo especially has been able to have against this Orianna, where we said Orianna will be able to consistently keep him under his turret. Lo Yen never too far behind, so means you're not really able to look for anything mid. Of course, LeBlanc also doesn't have much set up for an Olaf, right? You need to land your chain, and even then, very hard to follow up on. So IG able to make a lot out of what they've gotten in this early game and keep Fofo stuck in this mid lane.
Notice as well that while we're looking at Fofo, who hasn't finished his first item, nor is Rookie, I want to give everyone a status update on the Shy in the top lane, who's got a BF sword and double longsword. It is going to be the Essence Reaver second item yet again. It's about turret plating with IG every damn game. And in the top lane, 800 continues that trend for the Shy and Lucian.
If your win condition is snowballing, turret plates are the name of the game.
Have they accelerated the game since they came into the league? I would say yes, right?
I would say yes as well.
What did we have before? Just turrets without turret plating.
Do you remember when we had the lasers?
Oh, yeah.
I hated those.
Do you remember? Well, it was still on Twisted Tree Line before it got removed, like, at the start of this
really?
year. Yeah, they still had the lasers on Twisted Tree Line.
Getting back to the game,
Are you
we
sure?
see Southwind walking up towards mid, gonna put some shallow vision.
Did you interrupt my twisted tree line for a ward play?
Yes, I did, because we have Dragon up in 1 second, Hysterics, and that is the play.
How dare you? Who do you think you are? You only just came into the league?
I want to see if the Shy's going to actually path towards Dragon. Yes, he is.
I agree.
This is a very the Shy-like play.
Oh, it is. He's not in his lane. He's not in his solo lane. Well, for the meantime, though, IG are bringing Rookie down as well, committing everything. Fofo looking for the burn down first here. Not going to get the change, but they get the heal. The level 11 Orianna, meanwhile, Puff and Southwind ult here onto Shinmo on the Nautilus, but can they kill him? They flash on in, the ultimate used by Jin Zhao. Puff only needs one more hit. The one-on-one ends up pretty big here. In fact, it's a 2-on-2. You know what I mean? Support's only left alive as Meteor has taken down Le Yen. The Shy brings himself into the fight, and on top of Shinmo, the re-engage comes through, but the Shy big with the culling. Fofo runs into him as well. The clone blocks it. Big damage from Lucian. IG confident because of the fact. As Southwind going to go in yet again. Rookie brings in the command dissonance as well. Protect can't come through in the Death Realm. King and shields up for a little bit. Fofo kills the Shy. Chaos, the middle name of this second game.
We saw so much skill expression in these fights. I'm tired of talking about Jin Zhao, but he keeps making us have to do it. Looking so good on this Kai'Sa, taking down Puff to start out with. Southwind does end up equalizing that play. And somehow Le Yen went down. I didn't actually see that one myself, but the Shy putting so much damage on the LeBlanc. Here's where it starts. Yeah, look. I want to keep my eyes on Le Yen, actually, because we see Jin Zhao playing so aggressively here. Gets on top of Puff. And okay, so Le Yen walking towards the Dragon. Fofo and Meteor having some good teamwork to get on top of him. Jin Zhao also does go down in the end. And here we see all the damage coming out from the Shy. Looks like Fofo might be able to burst him down, but is only a 1-item LeBlanc. The Shy almost at his 2-item point, so dealing so much damage. And BLG extend this fight so much. Great play from Kingen and Fofo coming out on the end. And a bit of overconfidence coming out from IG.
Rookie thought he could kill Kingen, but still had the Death Realm available. Skill expression from Fofo. There it is. Big shutdown as well onto this LeBlanc, who's now 1-0-4. Got Luden's Echo, but we're back. Welcome back to the Rift after that one, where BLG got rid of some of that pinch of gold that IG acquired earlier.
And I would still favor BLG's comp in the late game, despite having things like the Olaf in the LeBlanc. The fact that you still do have an actual frontline and ability to play the game through this Kai'Sa, I feel like is much more reliable than what IG has with all their bursts. But they do still have bursts, so it's not like once it gets to late game, they're out. If they explode someone like Jin Zhao...
See now, because Jin Zhao's going to take Chains Corruption, double teleport coming through here as well. 4 versus 4, but Jin Zhao's not in the fight. Kingen dies, and Jin Zhao can't get in. Meanwhile, Rookie is 1v1ing with Fofo. The rest of BLG are going to find him. He flashes over the wall. Meteor matches that as well. Angry man!
He's so fast!
And meanwhile, Le Yen's going to get caught out as well. Repel into the air. Where do you have to go? I don't know, but IG might want to continue this one forward. They've got no shockwave in this part of the map. And remember, Jin Zhao still has ult.
Remember, though, the Shy is still 2 items.
Okay. 16 kills, 18 minutes. All right. IG still in a gold lead. Somehow, even after that. By the way, Meteor has 6 kills.
I was going to say, Meteor has 6 kills, you have 2 dragons, and you're going to be able to take this mid turret, and Meteor might even be able to just secure this Rift Herald. Yeah, you're going to get a lot off the back of that from BLG.
Are we going to see another replay?
You know we are. I hope not.
You know we are.
Here's my analysis of that replay. I'm not sure what happened. Like, we saw Kingen late on the TP, which allowed for Southwind to ult. So they have so much burst was the keyword we were actually just using. Bursted him out. Oh, okay, we do get the replay. So it's okay. So BLG are the ones to aggress, but we see the Shy channel his TP first, leaves Kingen in a really awkward position. Great ultimate coming out from Southwind, blocking him down, tons of bursts coming out, and we don't care about that.
Oh no, because we care about the Shy who's getting Death Grasp in. Only a 1-man shockwave as the Shy gets smacked by Kingen. In goes Fofo again. But meanwhile, Rookie has traded back and killed down Shinmo. It's still a favorable trade for BLG.
Yeah.
Somehow.
That was just a great hook coming in from Shinmo, and doesn't matter if he ends up going down. We saw this game on, right? Doesn't matter if you're the one going down, if the rest of your team is coming out ahead when you're on something like the Nautilus.
All right.
Look at Meteor, 6-0-1.
Replay number 4 on the way. Meanwhile, we look at the Shy's gold. I don't care, because Meteor and Fofo are huge. I'm going to say Shinmo and Nautilus, even though he's 2, 3, and 4, pretty good.
I do want to say that gold is where both teams want it to be, though, right?
Okay.
IG's on the Shy, BLG is on their mid-jungle, which is what we set up, and then you also have Jinja not far behind.
This is good time for a great time, actually, for another replay, though. Oh, this time we get it lower left corner.
So we see the grab coming out from Kingen, then just
Nice.
a good dredge line coming in from Shinmo. And sure, they're able to burst him out on the end, but Kingen going in so aggressively, picking off the Shy, and then also able to take out Southwind was massive.
And IG going to try it again. Right through the mid lane, and the Shy apparently doesn't learn. Going to get bursted out by Fofo. And Wave is just destroyed. Kingen coming in for a flank. Poke going to come through on Shinmo. That means nothing. Jinjiao will ult.
Yeah, and you do still have some siege and poke potential from the comp that IG have drafted. Orianna having more range with her Q than Nico did in the last comp, and then of course,
Ooh, Shinmo, forward he goes. Dead he goes as well in the end. Culling's going to come through. BLG used the Death Grasp. It's only onto Southwind. Stunned down as Kingen, but in the death realm with the Shy. This time, can he do it? The Shy does, only just. But Kingen is a big, chunky metal boy who pushes things to the limit.
Really strange play coming out from BLG. They were the ones to force that. Shinmo flashed in so aggressively, didn't even coordinate with his team, which maybe could have made it a more
Better
even
play.
trade.
Yeah.
There we go, better play. But you also have the Rift Herald on Meteor.
Meteor wants to go in, though. This is a big Olaf who just walks away after it. Fofo in as well. Nice. Onto Southwind, change the corruption. It's time with the shockwave as well. Poke down. That shutdown you just gave to Puff, not good.
I love that he still has... Okay, it actually just disappeared. I thought he was still going to have a shutdown as well, but... Yeah, not good. Not good for the side of BLG. And that secondary play, I don't think matters as much. It does go to that initial mistake of Shinmo going in so aggressively. I was going to say, you can even create pressure in multiple places on the map when you do have this LeBlanc with TP against an Orianna who just has heal, as well as the Rift Herald still sitting in Meteor's inventory.
Now, recently in the LPL, we've had a couple of games. One, funnily enough, was also a BLG game versus EDG, where that game 3, remember you and I did it, and it was very interesting. Rogue Warriors and RNG yesterday night. I went through the, I guess, the honor of casting that.
Yes, you
Does
did.
this hit that same level, do you think? Because it's really hard when you watch IG to know if they're being silly or if they're, well, I mean, a lot of time they're just being silly, or if they're simply limit testing. Where do you draw the line here?
I feel like the fact that they've been doing this for 2 years and
It doesn't count, right?
Like you don't
I
need
don't know.
you don't need to test your limits. You
Okay.
know your limits. Your limits are winning worlds.
Well, how you can go further than that, right?
What's further than that?
Winning 2 worlds, I don't know. Winning MSI.
Winning the Intergalactic Cup or something.
Yeah. The Space Cup, man. Oh, well, BLG at least getting the top lane turret. The reason I bring that up,
Oh, you keep.
Oh, no, I was going to say the reason I bring that up is because I think I've been very critical on some of our teams recently. It's my chance to, I don't know, maybe apologize, but more importantly, define that line. And this time around, I think because it's an IG series, I'm like, well, that line gets changed quite a bit.
And I want to say, I honestly feel like that line is different from region to region because
Yeah.
it's very easy to watch LPL and say these teams are bad, they do this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this is greedy, this is an overextension. But when you play against it as an LCS, LEC, or LCK team, it's something completely new.
Like this, I mean, Le Yen going where he shouldn't, maybe is going to sit at the end of the scale, comes down from the rappel, flashes over the wall, but he's in a death realm with Kingen, and Kingen's now pretty damn big. He'll whack away with Meteor waiting as well. Meanwhile, IG take the fight on the front here. Le Yen does eventually go down. Southwind wants to escape here. Puff gets knocked up, but in a choke, they can't find anything. Jinjiao ults in front, but Puff on top of him as well. This time, Puff wants it, and Puff gets it. The turnaround from IG is there, but still a net win for BLG.
BLG getting 2 picks, really interesting to see them walking as a unit into the enemy jungle, finding that initial pick on the Le Yen. And then we saw on the end of that fight how crucial it was that Puff has the exhaust, being able to win out.
What's Meteor doing here?
What is
Ragnarok's going to be used, but Rookie has phase rush.
He's so fast, too.
I mean, he can follow this one up, but meanwhile, Rookie has to flush away from Fofo. Big LeBlanc. Oh, no.
It is his best champion, like we talked about, is what he's been known on since becoming a pro player in 2016.
Remember, 14.5 KDA. Pretty high win rate as well. He's got a Magize.
I was going to say, look at his KDA, so
yeah.
It's going to stay up there.
10 to the merit, right? 12 stacks again on the Magize, if you didn't get that one. But Spellbinder on Rookie. Now, as an Orianna main, gotta say, Spellbinder feels really good with phase rush. Like, you are Jin levels of fast when you get that stacked up.
Yep, really fast. Gonna have a lot of burst coming out as well with the more stacks, so gonna feel really good.
It's all about feeling good here in the LPL, especially for IG members. You gotta remember that feeling good is top of their list.
Yeah, that's true. And again, I feel like a lot of pro players play off a feel regardless.
Yeah.
But you can see IG take that to an extreme.
Above an extreme.
Which I love.
See, they are one of the most interesting teams to watch.
We also see the Shy's build is different this game.
Another interesting part. Edge of Night getting picked up here, I guess, against the LeBlanc.
Yeah, doesn't want to get burst down by Fopo as this game goes later. Gonna have to be very careful in these side lanes, you know, as the game progresses.
That does mean that the IE isn't there yet. It's a big part of where that damage came through in the last game. But IG grouping up around mid yet again. Notice the item builds. We go towards the bottom. It's a Hex Drinker for Puff with a Zeal in hand. Jin Jiao, who are focusing a lot on this series on his Kai'Sa, almost has that third Zeal item in his inventory too. Adaptive Helm for Meteor, as we're A-ramming for a little bit here in game 2.
And I feel like if you're BLG, you could just take this slow like you've been doing and just have Fopo kind of poke his head in there, lay some of that damage down like this, and just kind of posture with IG.
IG are backing away though. I'm not sure about this timing, but BLG are just waiting here after clearing mid.
I'll say this timing is actually the best timing to do it.
Okay.
We have Dragon up in 30 seconds, so if you need a recall, get those recalls off now. Come back on the map with wards and any items you can.
IG have the potential of picking up 4 clouds. Hello, Puffy says. 2 levels ahead of this AD carry, and BLG starting Baron.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. They definitely can't continue it once IG pop their heads in.
IG want to walk in. Remember that ultimate available for King, but Shimno flashes over onto Puff yet again. The Death Grasp is there, and they take down the IG AD carry, but then the Shockwave takes down the BLG AD. As Kingen into the death run, we look towards the top because of Shy forcing out the play. Now looking for Kingen as he's running away. No, 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 not for you, sir. BLG getting backed off after IG won the fight.
Yeah, well, and again, this was a fight that BLG initiated. We talked about how BLG want to play these front-to-back team fights and that IG have so much burst. That time Jin Jiao walks in, ults in, and just sees how much burst that IG have.
Baron, smite it! Fofo! LeBlanc, the best champion for a reason. Doesn't matter if he dies, which he doesn't. He steals the Baron with a deception.
I absolutely love the LPL. BLG somehow lose the fight and pick up the objectives on both sides of the map. This is a great game.
What a great series. What a beautiful series. This piques my Savant interest.
And BLG don't need to do this. They don't need to try and bait IG into them. They can keep sailing. Just keep your eyes on Jin Jiao. Gets in there. Does burst down Puff, but still, you're up against an Orianna, a Lucian, and an Elise, able to take him down right away. Leaves the rest of the members of BLG in a really awkward position, but what do you mean how?
No, I want to see how.
Oh,
how
you
little
see the
HP.
specifics of
Yeah.
how.
Ready?
Okay.
Double distortion. Oh, 153?
So
150.
just a distortion.
Yeah. I called it a deception because that's what it
Well,
was.
it's ult, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Deception. No, it's mimic.
yeah, it was Mimic.
Yeah. But we call mimic and distortion together makes deception, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Now Fofo, though, after stealing away Baron, He doesn't want to die either, the Shy. The rest of BLG coming in.
The Shy is going to die now.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
no,
Media's going to show that. Maybe not, though, Lyric. It is a Fed Lucian here. Media's going to go golden and die in the end. Ginger ults in. Almost kills the Shy, but now for IG, they have the man advantage. They actually might have the fight here. BLG are walking into it, but Kingen into the Death Realm, dodges away from the Shockwave. Yen is killing him, though, in this set Death Realm. A great flush away. And out of the flame into the fire for BLG yet again.
No words to explain what happened. Actually, even taking it a step back, BLG have Baron. They don't need to look for these picks. You have double TP. The enemy only has one TP. You can just play through all 3 lanes, get that split push going, and IG won't be able to match you.
I don't know what to say about that one, but it started with Fofo. The Shy found him yet again on different sides of the rift. My blue buff. Get out of here. Rookie chasing him as well. Solo lane is supreme here for IG yet again, by the way.
And we talked about how BLG do come out ahead in the front-to-back team fights, but looking like that might not even be necessarily true. To be fair, we haven't seen an actually coordinated 5v5 front-to-back team fight
no, not really.
in quite a while, if at all.
If I don't think we've seen it at all. Hey, you want to do the kill count for me? Have a look up. 33?
Yeah.
In 30 minutes.
So
I want someone to find the last time an IG game/series didn't have more kills per minute.
I feel like it's going to be not very hard, honestly.
Really?
It's going to be one of those things that's like, it sounds right in theory, but then you go back and it's like, oh, maybe JDG game 2, something like that, right?
Oh, the ones they lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's okay.
70% kill participation coming out from both solo
31% as a top laner isn't bad.
I mean, you are on Lucian. Are you a top laner?
But let's not forget, if we just talk about IG as a team, yes, we do often get these 80 carry tops, but the Shy on anything, a lot of the time, outweighs damage. His on game versus Suning, he pretty much hit like 25%. He has 30% of IG's damage on average.
And his build changing drastically this game.
Yeah.
Probably will go for that Infinity Edge last, is what we'd expect, since he does have the rapid fire cannon.
But IG now moving towards the top side. We talked about Baron being stolen before. It was a great move from Fofo. But now the wave crashing in and IG looking to push.
And IG do have good siege potential. You don't have a ton of wave clear coming out for the side of BLG this time when you do have a LeBlanc in the mid lane. But still, an Undertow, a Q coming out, and a Cathian Rain coming out from Kai'Sa still gets the job done. Oh, and they don't have Baron.
Yeah, so they can't do it. They can't do much about that.
They can't do anything.
By the way, BLG you saw before on the Harbin graphic that came up. With 1,300 minus Baron play for BLG. They're currently behind by about 4,500 gold. And Kingen stepping up, but Shockwave going to come back through. Remember, he has the ultimate as well, but he can't use it. He's dead for 45 seconds.
That is what happens.
Well said. BLG have 4 people in front of their inhibitor turret. And this push with double AD carry goes so quick, they're going to flash forward. Fofo flashes away. At this point, IG want to pull the trigger. They want to go for the end.
Yeah,
with
and it
one
feels
minion.
like it's a bit too aggressive by them, but Rookie doesn't have Shockwave, but the Shy still does have his ultimate.
Poked down is Rookie by Fofo here. The defense going to come through strong as IG are trying to rotate around.
Dragon is up in 10 seconds, but I'm not sure how much Cloud Soul actually does for you as BLG.
But for IG, if you want ult reduction, boy oh boy, will they like that. Teleport coming through. Kingen's racing towards it. And Invictus Gaming don't care.
They get first turn on. It seems like IG agree. They say, hey, we are so strong right now, it doesn't matter if you get this dragon. We're just going to burst you down anyway.
I will say Meteor was already pretty fast. At least with Cloud Soul, he can run towards him quicker.
I was going to say, though, despite IG being so far ahead, BLG do still have a win condition, and that win condition comes up in 6 minutes, and it is the Elder Drake.
Oh, okay. Well, can they get to that point? IG have been forcing this pretty damn hard.
I'm going to say my guess is no.
Well, then we go to another game 3.
But
we go to our third
possible.
game 3 tonight.
Yes.
We're in for the long haul.
Fofo TP.
Okay, this is serious. Look at this fast LeBlanc, and from serious to nothing.
I know, I was so excited.
It was like, oh, the play onto the Shy. Meanwhile, IG doing Baron. All right, Fofo, go get him. Here we go, round 2, but he's not there in time. This time it is secured by Yen. IG want to escape this one. Southwind is going to get locked down here, pulled on back in, but IG willing to fight. Chains of Corruption misses, though. It's a big miss. Shinmo looking to tank this one up. The depth charge onto Rookie. He has to flash away. Shockwave is good, but Fofo's still here. Looking to poke him away. King it in for the flank. Goes gold. They go for the engage. It's Jinzhou who ults in yet again. The Solar Flare though. And look, Olaf is fast to run away. But that's what this is. Even with the big play from Fofo coming back on in. IG still win out. It's a 3 for 2 and the Shy's DPing to end this one.
Yeah, it looks like this game is actually going to be over. That was a really close and confusing fight, but the Shy
Just
said
gonna
it's
go for
over
it.
now.
Lucian here against Jinzhou, who's got the Infinity Edge though. Can he do it? Yes, he can. He's a Lucian. Good flash away from the W. That saves his life. But now, can it save the game as Meteor's looking to kill this Lucian in the top lane. He survives. And they will take it to a Game 3 yet again tonight.
We saw in Game 1 to Game 2